All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing? The NBA is nuts, all right? Call me crazy, but this is real. The Toronto Raptors and the San Antonio Spurs agreed on a deal. It's finalized that would send Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors, and DeMar DeRozan will be heading to San Antonio. Now, like I said, DeMar DeRozan is aware that the trade is complete. He's already on Instagram in his feelings, and Kawhi's team has been made aware that this deal is pretty much complete. Now, Kawhi Leonard and company and his team, they're in talks with Toronto right now, and they're trying to tell Toronto Kawhi has no interest in playing for you guys. He does not want to be there. Now, here's why this is important. Kawhi has 1 year left on his deal. He could simply, after the season, be a free agent 2019, summer of 2019, where guys like Klay Thompson will be available. It looks like Jimmy Butler will be available. Kyrie Irving will be available, just to name a few. DeMarcus Cousins will be back on the market next summer. So he could very well be a part of that crazy free agent crop if he wants to be, if he does not sign an extension with Toronto. And he's threatening the Raptors with, yo, I'm not going to play with you guys. I don't want to be in Toronto. I want to be in LA. Now, he's not saying he wants to be a Laker. He just wants to be in the city of Los Angeles, Clipper or Laker. That's been the consistent message out of Kawhi Leonard's camp. Again, Toronto could take the Paul George, Oklahoma City route. Remember last year around this time, the Indiana Pacers and Oklahoma City Thunder agreed on a trade that sent Paul George to OKC and Victor Oladipo and Sabonis to Indiana. It's worked out for both teams. If you ask them, Oladipo is going to be an all-star for the years to come. Paul George looks like, for all intents and purposes, is happy playing with Russell Westbrook in Oklahoma City, signed a new deal. I don't think Kawhi Leonard fits into the criteria of Paul George. If you know Paul George is a very loyal guy. He's a sentimental guy, an emotional guy. Changed a lot. His life changed a lot after that injury. Remember when he was on that USA team in that scrimmage, right? Kawhi is I'm not saying this dude is emotionless, but he's just very tough to figure out. He's not that simple. You can't read him as well as you probably can read a Paul George or other guys around the league. So Kawhi, like I said, is telling the Raptors right now, you make this trade, you make it at your own expense. I'm leaving. I don't want to play in Toronto. Now, I don't know if it's as far as Kawhi's camp is telling him he's going to sit out. I think at some point Kawhi's got to put them damn shoes on and play basketball. Now, I get it. You want to be in Los Angeles, Kawhi, but you're making yourself look bad. You think teams are going to give you max money if you sit out a second year? I'm not saying he said that. I'm just saying if that is what they're threatening with the Raptors with, like, forget leaving you guys next summer. We won't even play a game for you guys at all. And you know, if the Raptors trade DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi, they're not making another trade. They want Kawhi, right? There won't be another trade made this summer with Kawhi Leonard and trade him to Los Angeles. That Kawhi Leonard has got a decision to make, you know, and to a degree, it's not all in his hands. The Raptors are sold on making this deal. They want to upgrade. They think they can convince this guy to stay in Toronto after this season. And Kawhi is telling them, yo, I don't want to play for you guys. Like, he don't want to play for San Antonio. He don't want to play for Toronto. And he's doing this in hopes of making the Spurs trade him to Los Angeles. The Spurs didn't want to do that. They never had great interest in doing that. So when it came to teams like the Lakers trying to offer them a deal, they wanted much more because they just didn't want to keep him in the West. They didn't want him to flourish with LeBron, right? They didn't want to see that. They didn't want to have to play that 4 times a year. And Pop and Buford and company, they done traded this dude to a whole other country. Oh, Canada. That's how bad they didn't want to see Kawhi 4 times a year. And they're upset. They're hurt by this as well. So that is the update. This deal it's agreed on, but Kawhi and his team are trying to hold it. Like, they're like, yo, you sure you want to do this, Toronto? We're telling you we're not going to sign with you no matter what. The deal is agreed on. Toronto has already told DeMar DeRozan he's out of there. He's pissed. Kawhi knows. And again, this is developing as I speak. We will be sure to update you as much as I know tomorrow. And this is NBA Free Agency 2018. This has been a crazy summer. I've seen LeBron leave Cleveland again and go to Los Angeles. I've seen the Golden State Warriors, who won an NBA championship via a sweep. I've seen them go out and sign a top 3, top 4 big man talent. I've freaking seen Kawhi Leonard demand a trade out of San Antonio. Like, there have been so many storylines. I've seen the Houston Rockets, who were minutes away from going to the NBA Finals, I've seen them essentially go backwards. Like, this is crazy. And the storylines are only getting better as we get closer to training camp. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys up to date. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.